Hey, welcome to Draw Kids Draw. Today I'm going to show you how to draw a horse head. The basics of drawing the head of a horse, if you will. So, we're going to start with a little line that looks something like a diagonal smiley face, I would say. A diagonal smiley face. Like that. Just like that. So, that's the start of it. Next up, we're going to draw a little line that looks like this. Now, I don't know if you figured it out yet, but this is like the cheek of the horse. And this is the bottom of its jaw. Next up, we're going to do a snout area, if that's what you call it on a horse. You horse people, I'm sure, could tell me whether it's called a snout or not. But I bet you it is. I bet you it is. The thing we have to watch out for is that we make it high enough up here. So I'm going to do the snout like this. Snout. Snout. There's his snout, and then it's going to come up, and that's going to be the top of his head. So there. There we go. Now we just need some ears. Horse ears, like this. And a horse ear, like this. There we go. So far it's looking like a horse. Continue this line here. That's the back of the horse's neck, and that's where his mane would be. And this is going to be the front of his neck, right? Not bad. Not bad. So we're going to draw a little bit of fur, or hair, I guess. The mane. There we go, there's some mane. And we'll just draw the mane here. There we go. Beautiful mane. And if you wanted, you could even like do a couple tufts up like that. And I'm going to color that in a bit, so I'm not going to worry about erasing that little line I just left there. It's going to have a black mane. Neigh, neigh. Why do people say neigh for a horse, right? It's like, that's what horses say. They don't say neigh. Unless they do say neigh. Alright. I'm going to come to color all this in now. Boop, 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 boop. Some people like my coloring music. Boop, 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 boop. Some people might not like my coloring music. That's the horse sound. There's a horse remix. Alright, I'm almost done coloring this. I made some rather ridiculous coloring music in my SpongeBob video, and people seem to like it. Depends on what style of person you are, I guess. Yeah, look at that. It's looking like a horse. Now I've reused up my pencil pretty much. I got to sharpen it. So now we're just going to move on to the eyeballs and the nose and the mouth. So next up, we'll put an eyeball. We'll put a line right here. And then we're just going to draw a circle under that. And you know, horses have like the darkest eyes. So you just color that all in nice and dark. Horses have the darkest eyes. Extend this line a bit. Yeah. And then we're going to draw a mouth right here. I'm a horse. And we're going to draw a nose. And the nose is kind of like a curly Q, if you will. Like so. Color that in. And that's pretty much the basics of a horse. I'm just going to give it a little bit of shading. I'm going to kind of bring this line up too. I'm going to give it a little bit of shading just to make it look super fancy. So we're just going to go, like I said in the past many times about shading, just go along the bottom here. If you don't know where the sunlight's coming from, just assume it's coming from the top. More advanced shading is a little more different, but the basics, just shade the bottom here. So shade that, this is the bottom, of course it is. And so shade that, I don't know, shade under the hair a little bit, shade under the ears a little bit, shade, 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 and then I'm just going to smudge it around, smudge it around, smudge it around. Not too much, but a little bit. Smudge it around, smudge it around. Oh yeah. And I'm going to erase this part where I went too far with the smudging. I went crazy with the smudging. My handy dandy eraser. And that's pretty much it. There you go. That's how you draw a horse, basically. So, if you enjoyed this drawing, click like. Subscribe to the channel if you have not seen any of my videos before and you haven't subscribed yet. And share your drawings with me on Instagram, because I like to see those. And mostly just the drawings that I've shown you how to draw. I like seeing other drawings too, if they're inspired by a drawing I've drawn, but, you know, mostly I want to see what I've taught you how to do. But otherwise, you know, sure, the odd drawing that you just did on your own is cool too. I've seen some pretty neat ones, and eventually I'd share those on YouTube. So send them on over. Bam. Horse.